Let me hope we are live. Let me just mute this probably. Mute. Okay. I think it's all good. Let me make sure we have everything that we need. Yeah. Okay. Can we just switch from here though? Like if we press F12. Oh no. Oh no, we cannot do that. Well, how can we do it? All right. Yo, Sugar Shetty, my brother. What's poppin'? How you doing? Okay, for some reason the keybinds cannot work unless I like do them manually, you know. You can see the keybind is not working. They're only working when this I don't know when OBS is active. So I don't know. I think we shall just have to deal with it like that. But let me first make sure everything works. How are you doing, Sugar Shady, my brother? It's been a minute, bro. Yeah, I saw your comment under some video that I don't know for some reason I have a problem with YouTube these days. You know, they just flagging people's content or of recent, I don't know, maybe I cuss a lot in my videos. They just flagging everything off as like maybe inauthentic content. Sometimes it's like bad content or genuinely. I just don't get YouTube. But hey, you understand? It's the YouTube world. We cannot complain. You feel what I'm saying? How you doing, bro? Yeah, for sure. I missed you guys too, bro. How's life? Matter of fact, let me subscribe to this. Uh, both of them is fine. Okay, how you doing, brother? How is everything, man? Oh God. So this is programmer Fieldy. Yeah, man, I'm genuinely doing great, bro. I want to just make sure you guys are doing great too. You missed the life. All good, man. Hey, how is India, by the way, bro? How's India with like all the chaos that's going on in the Middle East, bro? How are you guys doing that side? Because I don't know if I don't think India is closer to Middle East. Wait, East Asia. Where is India located? In Asia, right? But is it closer to Middle East? I don't know on the map. I think my brain is just is shallow. Okay, okay. So let's look at the images. So India is actually closer. It's not closer to Middle East because yeah. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I can see, bro. You guys are fine. You guys are fine. Bro, I told you flights to India on me when you're coming. I will be there, brother. Hey, what's good, broski? How you guys doing, bro? Let me tell you one thing, bro. Let me switch this to like full cam so that I can talk to you guys straight, okay? We can talk man to man. Here's the thing. Here's a concept I want to let you guys know. All right. I just want to be clear that I was going through a depressive state of mind. Like the last 2, 3 months, bro, I was depressed to the bone. But I just had to tag it out as a man. You feel me? Sometimes you go through a lot of stuff. Yeah, so that is for the people that are asking why how I wasn't streaming and stuff. I was depressed. You feel me? But I'm good. I'm literally good now. I'm too good. Everything is all right. And we're back streaming. We're back strong. You feel me? So let's get back to the screen so I can show you guys what we're gonna be doing. Is this a project session? It is a project session. For sure it is. It is. You're gonna enjoy the coding part of everything. But for now, we're just chilling. Okay, I want to first get to know you guys. We have Official. Welcome to the channel, my brother. My name is Programmer Filthy. I'm very happy to host you. Okay. We have Edu. I think a lot of you guys in the chat are people that are already knew me, right? So if you're new here, then you're welcome to the squad, my brothers. We code every single day until we get a job, and we're about to get a job. That's the only good news, right? Another good news is that we let me hold on. Another good news is that we got some good money from YouTube. You feel me, my brothers? We got some good money from YouTube. So You can tell the smile, all right? It's an authentic smile. Okay. All right. So everything is going good. Everything is going great, really. Subscribe, buddy. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, brother. Mm. So today, right? Here's how I do my this how I code, right? Let me just open a Scarlet Bro so I can show you guys how I code. Now, I'll walk you guys through everything that's here on the screen. Just in case if you don't know what's happening, I'll make you catch up with me. But at the end of the day, what we're gonna be doing today, we are gonna be doing something called audio processing. All right. We're gonna be doing audio processing, right? So in this audio processing, we are going to be dealing with asynchronous programming, right? Async, I think it's like this. Async. Oh my God, what is my English? It's like that. Yeah, asynchronous programming. Now look at the async here. We might either introduce, like we're using Spring Boot, so we might use at async this async that is from Spring. Oh my God, bro. Or we might use a third-party service like RabbitMQ, so that we can introduce a queuing service, and then we can let all the asynchronous work, we can let it off to RabbitMQ, and our system can just proceed on that thread, right? We're not going to be dealing with so much multi-threading here. So that is that for the entire progress or what we're going to be doing today. Other than that, let me walk you guys through this architecture real quick. How are you doing? Dipansai, my brother. How are you doing, bro? And real quick, bro, if you guys want to catch up with me, y'all can check out my LinkedIn real quick. All right, if you guys want to check, because a lot of you guys follow me on LinkedIn. That's interesting. We have about 500 connections. No, not 500. We have like 900 something connections, which is nice. So if you want to check out my LinkedIn, there you go. You want to check out GitHub as well, you can always check it out. I have my GitHub here too. There you go, my brothers. If you guys want to lock in with me, you can tell that I'll be coding every single day. So we are good. We are good. You feel me? But here I was depressed. I was depressed here. I swear to God. But we are good to go now. So what are we doing today? Today we are trying to design the entire audio processing architecture for Dirty Bucket. Now, what is Dirty Bucket? If you are new here, Dirty Bucket is like my platform to sell beats. And if I didn't tell you guys, I am a music producer first, okay, and then a programmer second. And I'm in my third year uni second semester. I'm about to finish second semester in like April. So I'll be starting third semester, which is the last, and then next year we're starting our final year. All right. So that's basically it, my brothers. And this is a platform for selling beats. What did he say? I need some help, bro. I was trying to make a portfolio website and then I don't know what tech stack to use. Can I send you a website link? Can you check and tell me? I think I'll all the checking and telling and all that we shall do them, but let me just explain first the architecture, then I can interact with y'all. All right. So as you can see, this is Direct Bucket. It's a bit selling platform, obviously. So the main thing, the main important thing is that we need let's say we need a producer, right? Or a user to do something, right? A producer to one, upload beats. Yeah, this is too bulky. I'll have to reduce it. So a producer will have to upload beats, all right? And then obviously sell beats, right, which is putting prices on the beats. And then artists, right, this is what the producers have to do, right? And the artists, right, an artist an artist has to browse through the beats and buy the beats, right? Obviously, we'll buy a license to the beat, which is what we're going to be doing. So this is like the entire essence of this project that we are building. And it's not as simple as you can see here on the screen, obviously, but most of the complexity, we shall break them down into manageable chunks, and then we start attacking them, all right? So that's basically it. And another thing I wanted to show you guys is that I have most of it documented right here. I'm even checking off the things that I've already worked on, as you can see. So now we are entering into audio processing. So we are very, very organized when it comes to this project. And that's what we're going to be doing going forward. All right. So thank you guys for paying attention up to this time. Let me get straight into explaining. All right. So as you can see, we are going to be dealing with monolithic architecture because that's what we are building the project on. Later, if we need to expand or we need to like individually or independently expand a certain service or scale a certain service, then we can just go ahead and scale it using microservices. But for now, since we do not have about 10,000 users, we don't really need microservices. Because a lot of people always want to do microservices. They want to look cool, all right? That's not the point. The point is not to look cool. The point is, does your application need microservices? And most definitely it doesn't need it. All right. You don't have 1,000 users, you don't need microservices. So that's all I would say, my brothers. Hey, thank you for checking out LinkedIn. Cool, man. Thanks. Sorry for disturbing. No, you're not disturbing at all. Depends, sorry, my brother. You're not disturbing. You've been here from the start, bro. I feel like you're one of the first people subscribed to me, and I'll never forget y'all. So thank you guys for always supporting your brother. All right. So as you can see, this is the monolithic architecture that we are dealing with. First off, my brother just followed me on LinkedIn. I don't know if you guys can. His name is Rudra. Rudra Prasad oh my god, Indian names are hard, but you get the point. So this is a monolithic architecture. The first thing that we have to deal with is that, hey, we have front end, back end, and database, but we've introduced S3 bucket, which is the blob storage, right? This can be blob storage. Any we actually, what is blob storage, right? This is like big, I think big, large objects, something like that, right? Anything that really, things like video, audio, images, right? 9 times out of 10, you don't want to store them in your database because they are too heavy and they'll just introduce unnecessary compute to your server and unnecessary storage costs, right? You don't want to deal with all of that. So that's why you just have to offload this entire media or multimedia to blob storage, and that's what we are doing here. So we have front-end, backend, database, and S3 bucket. That's like the simplest overview. But to just go in depth a little bit, we have, as you can see, a producer will upload a beat, right? Which will contain two things. The beat will contain first the audio file itself, which will be the WAV file, and the WAV file will also contain the thumbnail, right? Like obviously when you're uploading videos to YouTube, you need a thumbnail, right? The same applies to this one. You need a thumbnail as well, or we can just say image that we shall get from the user. So these are the two inputs that we shall get from the user. This will be under bit assets, right? We shall store this one under bit assets. Now, these ones will be separate from our entire server. Our entire backend will not be aware of this entire thing, all right? Now, what will happen is that our backend will only generate pre-signed URLs that will allow the front end to upload these specific things here that we have in a given time frame, right? Let's say, for example, we tell our backend that, hey, generate for us a pre-signed URLs with a time window of like 15 minutes. So as long as this front end is still within the window of 15 minutes, it should be able to upload files direct to S3 bucket, to our S3 bucket. And then that is that after these files are all uploaded to S3 bucket, we are going to need an endpoint that will tell our backend that, hey, I'm done with my part, right? So it's going to be like a complete or upload complete endpoint that this S3 bucket will return to us or will hit or whatever, to let our backend know that, okay, I'm done. So after that, we let our front end know that, hey, okay, these are the things you've stored already. So we can say progress done. And then we just get back from our S3 bucket, we shall get back our audio URL and the image URL as well. So that is like the entire essence of this entire project. We are going to store all these URLs within our database here together with the metadata, right? Together with the metadata. Now, what is the metadata? This will be the info about the beat, right? Things could be the title, could be the BPM. If you're a music producer, you understand this stands for beat per minute. And then things like musical key, we can have key or we can call it musical key. Either way works, right? We can have musical key or key, like the beat, is it in D minor, C minor, G minor, C sharp minor, D sharp minor. If you know music, you know what I'm talking about. So we are gonna have title. Like for example, when you're when you're listening to music on Spotify, you only see the title and the duration, right? Because that's all you care about, right? You want to know the duration and the artist, right? Or sometimes it could be the album. right? And then behind the scenes, the Spotify registers the beat, the beat per minute, which is the BPM, the key as well, and all that information. But yeah, I don't want to bog you guys down with all that. So that's it. This is going to be our metadata, and we might have like the time created at, which will be the timestamps. We might have timestamps, and basically that is all that we shall store in our database. Might be more, might be less, but that is all for now. And then our background worker will come through here. This is where we are now going to do the async processing. As soon as we have already information in our database, our background worker will now kick in and now start processing, right? We'll download the WAV file, which is the big file, right? It's almost like the 4K version of music, right? Which is audio. WAV file is like the highest quality version of any music whatsoever. It's WAV file. So this might be, let's say something like 500. Let's just put it at like 50 MBs, right? This is like the WAV file. So what's going to happen is you cannot play the WAV file directly. Well, you can technically, but it's not okay for like your audio. Let's say if you're building Apple whatsoever, Apple Music or Spotify, they do not play this WAV file direct. Okay, even if they claim it's lossless, it's not really true lossless. So what is going to happen? Our processor here will have states, right? We're going to have first state, right? And then the state or the status, we can just say status. First, we're going to have processing, right? By default, everything will be processing when our RabbitMQ grabs it or background worker. And FFmpeg is what we're going to use to do all this processing. I'll just walk you guys through that in a minute. So it will be processing, and then the state will now go to, after processing, we shall now, actually it will be pending. Matter of fact, by default, everything will be pending. My bad. By default, we are going to have pending and then processing. Then we might have done, not might, but we're actually going to have done or completed. I think completed makes sense here. Completed. And then lastly, we are going to have failed, right? We need to take care of all these states. So once our database here is already having the audio URLs, which is this audio URL and image URL, we might also process the images. But in order to make it simple for our MVP, we are only going to process the audio, right? And then images, we shall only limit a specific amount of let's say the image we need only, we want only JPEG, right? Because JPEG is not as big as PNG, and so we're not really gonna worry about image processing. We're only gonna deal with audio processing. Because why are we processing the audio? Because we want to grab this WAV file, which is already 50 Mbps. I mean, Mbps, like we're talking about internet speed. My bad, my brothers. Okay, we only want these 50 MBs, right? And from 50 MBs, we want to get now the audio file, right? Which will be MP3 from here. We're going to get the MP3 version of these 500 MBs, which will now become, I think, close to like maybe 2 MBs. We shall compress it down to like 2 MBs or 1 MB, depending on the duration of the beat. And then after that, we are now going to get the tagged version, right? Let me put this down. We are going to get the tagged version. And now this tagged version will have tags. If you know what tags is, if you don't know what tags is, let me walk you guys through my beat selling, my actual type beat channel so I can show you guys something. It's called Prod by Filthy. All right, that is my beat selling platform. Well, all of these ones, by the way, are all my channels, my other channels, right? Okay, let me go to like the most popular. For example, I'm going to show you guys my favorite beat, which is this Fire on Fire beat that I made. Okay, let me play it now. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's going to play in a sec. I love this beat a lot. Hey. Did you guys hear that? Filthy Rich, you made this one. That's like my producer, whatsoever name or alias. You get the point. But I wanted to show you guys the tagged version of this beat, right? Somewhere there is the untagged version of the beat that we shall sell to the rappers or the artists. And this is the one that will be for the preview, right? Hey, this beat is fire, bro. Enjoy the big boys.
Maybe it's cause I got a little bit older. Maybe it's all the
Hey.
I'd like to think it's hanging on my shoulder. Now I see this with you. I don't say you were, but still.
One thing, I just remade the original beat, right? And I just added my own spin to it. It's not copyrighted, all right? It's copyright free.
Still the things I know. There you go, saving me from running the cloud.
Check that. Nah, this beat is fire. So you guys get the point. You guys get the point. We are going to get the tagged version. This is what will be for the preview on our platform, right? And if you guys are wondering what I'm really talking about, let me open my GitHub so I can show you guys like the front end. This is just like a simple front end that I put together so that I can just showcase to you guys. I think it's on Vercel if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's on Vercel. Let me just open Vercel because Vercel. All right, let me just open Vercel for a sec. And yep, is here, Filthy Store. That is great. I already bought everything. Like how did I call it? I bought the domain already to Filthy. So I have dirtybucket.shop as the main domain, and then this is like a subdomain. I wanted to build this so that the payment provider, they actually wanted to see a working platform first so that they could verify. That's the reason why I just put this two and two together to preview to them. But at the end of the day, we are going to redo this entire front end from scratch again. But for now, we have it looking clean. I'm not gonna lie. The light mode, dark mode looks kind of cool. If I run this login, okay, everything looks cool for now. You know. So this is how it looks like. If you click here, it will play a certain beat. Yeah, so all these are my beats that I made, and as you can see, these beats are like for preview, right? What the artist will click here will be something that we've allowed them to preview, but it's going to be tagged version. This might be like only for 30 seconds. This will be 30 seconds of the original beat of this mp3 version, whereas this wave file, we shall only give it to the artists that buy exclusive, right? We are going to get into like the payment and all that soon, but for now, I just wanted you guys to know that this beat will have different versions, right? One beat can have different licenses, so we are going to say beat as an entity. Every beat will have a license, so we're just going to say licenses. Every beat will have the basic list, right? Or the basic license. We're just going to call it basic. And then every bit will have the premium or exclusive. Yep, premium. But I just wanted to keep it as two, like this, exclusive. Yep. These will be the only two things that we're going to support for now for the MVP. Later we can add premium, but the reason why it's basic, for the basic license, I charge $30 or $29.99 for most of my bits, basic license for them. And then the exclusive license, that means you will have to delete that bit and nobody else will buy this bit from you. But the basic license, you can resell it to multiple artists at once, right? So that's the basic thing. We're going to have 99. This is like, I could say $600, but that's basically what I charge for my beats. So I'm going to implement the same thing on my platform. But this price is not going to be a fixed price, because as a producer that is going to sign up with us, they can have the opportunity to put whatever price they please. So that's basically what we're going to have, all right? So that is it, as you can see. Now for this, the reason why we have this wave file will have something called stems, right? For every beat that you create, for every beat that you make, like for example here, yeah, that beat has individual parts, right? For every beat that you create, it has something called stems, which are individual parts of the beat. It could be, let's say the beat has a piano, the beat has whatsoever drums, It could be kicks, right? We can say kicks. We'll have claps. We'll have synths, right? Something like this. Whatsoever thing you want to like monetize, you are going to have like individual parts of the beat that is going to be within this entire thing here that we shall put behind a wall of exclusive, right? But a basic license, we are only going to sell the MP3 version here to the artist. So that is all that you guys need to know. I know there's a lot that I've just thrown at you guys, but if you're smart enough, you will put two and two together. The reason why we're building this application. It has a lot of moving parts, I know, but we are going to figure it out. All right. We are in the era of AI, bro. Nothing should be that hard to implement. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's like the reason if you have this such application, it is easier to convince employers or HRs or people that are actually trying to get you to work for them, because then they know that you know your game, you know what you're talking about, right? Even if you're not the one that coded it from scratch. Feel what I'm saying? So that's all. At the end of the day, one thing that people need to know is that you just find your domain that you're good at. Let's say you're a music producer, you're a gamer or whatsoever, create something in that space, join your programming skill with your domain knowledge, and you're good to go. So let's just take a little break to read whatsoever you guys are saying in the chat so I can take some rest. Okay. So my boy said, I need some help, bro. I was trying to make okay, send me your portfolio. Let me check out your portfolio, brother. I don't think YouTube is going to allow us to have this chat here. I mean, links in the chat. I don't know. Yo, classic. What's good, brother? It's been a while for sure. It is me, Rudra. Join this live first time. So should I continue or should I watch your previous live classes? Well, I am not teaching. So this is not a class. It doesn't say live class, but you're highly welcome to watch whatsoever. But you can just watch this one, and then once the live is done, you can continue with the other ones. I think it's the better way to go. So, Classic, how you doing, brother? It's been a minute, bro. Let me check out LinkedIn. My brother sent me something on LinkedIn. I think Depansai, you sent me on LinkedIn. I think we are friends on LinkedIn, right? Just send it to me on LinkedIn. And one thing, one thing I wanted to let you guys know, I was supposed to go for this internship. This one right here. I was supposed to go. I was supposed to be with these guys in this hackathon, but I just opted out because I just wanted to stream, bro. I didn't want to stress myself with like too much hackathon things going on and blah blah blah, all that extra shit. You feel me? But it's a $5,000 hackathon though, which is nice. If you win that money, you're good. I just opted out of it. I was supposed to be with these guys. This is my friend. He's with me in the same class in uni. So yeah, let's go, man. I think I might as well just like his stuff. Good boys. Waited for the squad. Waited for us. I think that's it. Dipasai, send me this stuff on LinkedIn. Let me check it out. Okay, I want to check it out right now. Okay, that should be it. That should be it. Let me see what else we need to do here. I think I've explained most of the stuff really that we are going to be doing, so we can focus on the audio processing part today. God. Okay, so we're going to do the audio processing. Let's first plan out how everything is going to be. God, this is going to be a little hard. So, are we going to first target? Are we going to first target RabbitMQ, and then we go to FFmpeg, or we should start with FFmpeg and then go to RabbitMQ? If you guys don't know what FFmpeg is, bro, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life, brother? Okay. RabbitMQ, right? We're going to have a decision between these two because RabbitMQ is what's going to queue for us. Let's say we're going to have something like this. Matter of fact, let me copy this entire thing. So we're going to have something like this. My bad. Copy this. Okay. We're going to have something like this, right? Producer. And then we are going to have our queue. We're going to have our queue, and we're going to have our consumers, right? We're going to have our queue. This could be anything, right? Queue. All right, we're going to have our queue, and then we're going to have our consumer. That is how RabbitMQ works. And then everything that is going to be coming from the producer is just going to send things to our queue, and then our consumer will just come and grab things from the queue, right? And that is basically what we're going to be doing today. And then now this FFmpeg will take everything that the consumer, I think the consumer here is going to be our FFmpeg. Yes, I think FFmpeg will be the consumer. I swear to God. Because what we are going to send bits from here, right? We're going to pass in bits. Let's say a user uploads the bit, we grab it, right? And then we start processing it. I mean, we add it to the queue, and then we grab it. Yeah, this consumer will be FFmpeg, obviously, the process, what is going to process the audio files, right? So this is going to be audio processor, which will be FFmpeg. So let's keep it as FFmpeg for now. All right. So I think that is it, my boys. We can start implementing. We can start implementing. So the next thing that we're going to do is set up our queue. I think I need to just take off this. I don't need this for now. So I can show you guys a little bit of what we have going on. Let me run this. Oh, let me set that up for now. What's really going on? Oh, status is pending. Wait a minute. Did I just remove status from this? What did I do? Okay. So status is there. That's correct. Let's run it. And all right, what's really going on again? We have a column, status of relation bit asset contains null values. Which are the null values? Where are the null values here within this asset? Let's look at our migrations first. Persistence. Let's look at our migrations. Okay, so let me just open the database so we can see what's going on here. Let me refresh this. But this is not even connected. Okay, that the entire database is running, but why are we not having anything here? What's going on? Okay, these are the things that I dislike. These are the things that I dislike. Let's run this one more time and see what's up. All right, boys. We're having some problem here with I think it's the bit asset entity. Bit asset entity. Let's try to run a new migration one more time. And we connect to this. This shouldn't be 7. Okay, let's just call this bit asset. Uh, it's going to be there. Let's add this to Git. All right, we are good now. We have this in place. Let's try to refresh this. Why can't we refresh that? Oh God, we are gonna have some problems to solve. All right, and this is like how. What the fuck? What's really going on? All right, let me first bypass that. Let me go to the property. Oh, okay. Let me add this to this, and then let's run it again. If it fails this time, we're just going to bypass it. Okay, let's just go ahead and bypass that. Validate. Let's change it to auto. And what's going on here? DDL auto. Wait. DDL auto. And it should be update. Well, let's use update. Okay, let's run this one more time. See what's going on. Yeah, for some reason we're still failing, bro. We're gonna have to ask AI real quick. I'm so tired. My brain can't take this nonsense right now. Jeez. Do you guys face this kind of problems, bro? Like, Jesus Christ. Let's see what's going on in this. You're not adding now status to the bit status, but the bit already has rows. Postgres refuses because existing rows get null for the new column. Let us do this instead. Backfill if it is existing. Okay, so can we just delete it? Like, can't we just drop the entire database and then we just run it back again? I think that will make more sense, right? Let's just say Docker compose down V, take down the entire database, and then we can run the migrations back up again. Let me look at this, the bit asset entity. Let me remove this current migration, and then we can just run it back up again. I think that will make more sense. Let's go to the property and change this to crate. Crate. Yep. Let's run this again and see. Yes. Finally, bro. It's fixed. God damn. Thank you, AI, for the idea. Actually, AI didn't give me the idea. I used my brain, but I was accelerated by AI. Good, good, good. So, as you can see, our database is running. If I just click this, you can see database system is shut down. Wait, hold on. Okay, this one actually. Database system is ready to accept connections. That means our entire database is running. That's nice. So let's now test this with Postman and see if we have the bit creation. And another thing I wanted to open for you guys so you guys can see, we are going to open AWS S3 bucket. Let's open AWS. Let's sign into the console. Hopefully we are not going to have some trouble. All right, we are going to just take the same alias, paste it there, and my brother. Dun 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 dun. It shouldn't fail, bro. Oh God, what happened to our stuff, bro? Okay, let's go. Yeah, okay. Make sure it's not a problem. Dun 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 dun. Oh, all right, bro. Let's just log in using the root email, bro. Let's log in using the root email. This is not good, boys. I'm not encouraging this. Okay, I'm not encouraging this. Don't go and do this on your own platform. But yeah, I don't really care because I can always take this down, so I'm good. Let's use that. If it fails, then we're in trouble. Okay, boys. What? Wait, what's going on here? Jesus Christ. Okay, let's try this one more time. Yeah, bro. Hey, you need a professional thumbnail designer? I'll show you my portfolio if you're interested. Not really, not right now. But I'll let you know in case I need one. Somebody say, hey, you need okay, bro, don't spam though. Just leave one, only one. Okay, I can read. I'm not dumb. Alright, boys. So as you can see, this is our S3 bucket. Let's go ahead and hit this dirty bucket. And within this data bucket, we're going to first make sure we have nothing. Yep, we have no objects here. Then I'll update this. What's going on? What's going on? Let's just download it in the background. I don't have time for that. All right, so we have that. The next thing we're going to do now is open up alt service, right? And make sure we have everything up and running, right? So if you guys want me to walk you guys through the entire platform, there's a lot going on here. This is like a big ass code base, okay? Excuse my French. Okay, let's go to our platform, and then as you can see, this is empty now, right? Now let me close off this entire thing here, close all. Not really. Okay, just save whatever, save changes. I hate this when it does this. Cancel, restart and update. If you use my thumbnail, then your subscribers are gonna get millions. What? What is that English, bro? Hey, listen, stop doing self promo in the chat. Okay, I heard you. I heard you for the first time. I heard you. Okay, don't just do too much, brother. Okay, I understand. I don't want to knock your hustle. I like the hustle, but calm it down. Relax. Okay, do like this. Calm down, brother. Okay, toggle sidebar. Let's go ahead and open. Where is Dirty Bucket? Right here. So for the assets, I am just going to save this Dirty Bucket. I think PWS. I'm just gonna save whatsoever. Why is it saved there? Why is it saved there? I'm confused. I'm just gonna go ahead and delete it for now, bro, and remove that. Okay. Let me open the auth service first, register, and we see what's going on, right? Okay, let's, our application is running, isn't it? It's up and running. So we have the username, we have the email, and the role here should be a producer, right? Now notice how we have the role and all that stuff. We have everything ready. So let me send to this endpoint. Hopefully we are going to succeed. Yep. So we've created this, as you can see. The image URL is null for now, obviously. We don't need any image for now. Let's go and log in. And then we are going to get, notice, look at the cookies, right? Here we have nothing in the cookies. But if we come back here and register with the same user, here we're using identifier. We could just use username whatsoever. It's still the same. One thing about the identifier is that it helps us log in with both email and username, right? So that the user doesn't, if they don't want to type their own entire email, they can just type the username and they're good to log in. So as you can see, login successful, and then we have one cookie, right? If you check out the cookie here, that is having the entire JWT and everything else, and this is cookies only, right? That means within some given time, we're going to delete that. So that's that for auth. And then we need to also make sure we have a logged in user in order to create a bit. Now, notice what's happening here. We are creating the metadata yet, right? That's something I explained in this part where we are dealing with the metadata first, right? I think, yep, here we are dealing with the metadata first, and then audio URL and image URL, we are getting them from S3 bucket. So let's go ahead and see what's going to happen next. Let me run this. Boom. So as you can see, we've created, we have this ID for the entire bit asset, and then we have a producer, this same producer that logged in, right? That's the exact producer that we attached to this bit creation, right? We have the title, the key, the BPM, the tags, the description, and whatsoever thing that we need. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and try to get all bits and see what's happening. Let's see, get all bits. Now we have this entire bit. We have with pagination, everything looks clean. We are going to have some errors here. Obviously, if we check this, we're going to have some issues saying that we need to globally add this at whatsoever thing here. And then we need to say we are paginating using the DTO, right? So let's just go back to our Spring. Let's go here so that we can get a clean. Yep, let's go here and then we just enable that. Enable this, and then let's go ahead and import this class, and then we import this static statement, and then what else? Annotations are not allowed here. Wait a minute, what's going on? Okay, we're removing this. Good. So we have that in place. I think that's all we need. If we check here, so we are going to restart this. Just give it a sec. Let's restart this. Now notice how ugly this looks, right? But if we now click this again, yep, we are getting clean stuff. We had taken our database down, so we have to, let's try to create a bit without any logged in user, see what's going to happen. User not found because we are logging in without the logged in user, and we're getting 404 user not found. So that means we do not have a logged in user, right? We could just add and say logged in user missing or whatsoever. Now let's go back here to auth again and try to register a new user, but this time let's add the role as artist. Let's first look at the role. Within roles here, we have, okay, producer and artist. So let's try to change this to artist and see what's going to happen. Artist, let's try to log in as an artist. And this time, let's log in. Let's log in using that same artist with that role. And then now let's try to create a beat and see what's going to happen. Only producers can upload beats. You see that? You see how everything is like role-based access control? This is what you need to build a cool application, my boys. Okay, let's go ahead and let's just take down the entire database and just start it again. And that is going to, oh God, jeez. Okay, so here we register again. This time it should just be a producer instead of artist. Let's create that. Okay, we have producer with that role. Login, and then let's try to create a beat again one more time as a producer. Now we are allowed to create a beat. Let's now get all beats and see what's gonna happen. As you can see, clean looking pagination, right? Clean modern pagination. Then let's now try to get a specific beat with a specific ID. That means we need to grab this ID here, and let's go to the beat side. Beat ID, instead of this, we're just going to have this, and then save this. We actually using UUID, right? Let's send this. As you can see, we're getting a specific beat using that ID. And let's try to patch or try to update our role, right? That means we need to first add this as the UUID, and then we'll go to the body, row, JSON, and then we'll go back to creating a beat here so that we can grab this entire thing. And we want to only update a specific part of the body. That's why we're using patch. If we needed put, we could have put allows us, or put makes us update every single thing here. But patch, you just want to update only one specific item, right? So we have title. I just want to change my role. Actually, the role shouldn't be here in the response. Hold on. This is creating a bit, so we don't have to worry about the role, and we are not allowed to update the role within the beat body. This is just for metadata. Okay, let me just change this to breathe. Collapse collapse type beat, and then let's just send. Boom. Now we are getting the title back as collapse type beat, and the rest is still intact, right? We are not touching anything else because we're using patch. And let's try to create another beat that does just this. And then let's get all beats to see. Here we have now two beats, right? One beat with the same producer. Matter of fact, as you can see, the same producer is creating these beats. So that means you, as another producer, you cannot access another producer's beats, right? Okay, that's good. Let's just grab this entire thing here, and let's go ahead and delete that beat. Let's send this and add this, and let's send this. We're going to get no content. That's good. That means it's deleted already. But I do not encourage us to use hard delete like what we just did, right? Which later we shall change it to archive so that we can keep data consistent, and also for uh, integrity purposes. Like later you just want to know who deleted the beat and why it was deleted, and when it was deleted, and if the money was paid or not. You feel me? So we are going to keep track of that. All right, let me just grab all beats one more time. Here we're getting only one item. So as you can see, we have most of the application working up and running. Now we go to S3 uploads, right? This is where the fun part begins. Now here, as you can see, if we go back to our drawing board here, we talked about uploading direct upload to S3 bucket. And we here the steps are simple, right? The steps are simple. Request, the producer tells Spring Boot, I want to upload this type of beat. Generate, Spring Boot calculates a temporary secure URL valid for 15 seconds and then sends it back to the producer. Direct upload starts. Producer's browser uploads the files directly to S3 using that URL. callback or notify once finished the front end tells Spring Boot upload is done, then we can trigger the processing job, right? This is now where we are going to start coding today here. So I just wanted you guys to catch up with me. Okay, let's go ahead and try to upload this bit. As you can see here, we are going to slash bit slash bit ID and then assets. We want to now upload assets, right? If we grab these bits for now, right? Let's grab this bit. You will notice we do not have any assets URL here. So now let's go and create these assets. And these are the things that will be in our S3 bucket. If we open S3 bucket here, it's still empty. So now we're going to have something inside S3 bucket. Just give it a sec. Okay, not here, bro. And we're going to have this, okay? All right. Now let me just try to send this. Bits not found. What's really going on here? You want to say get URLs. Now something is going on because we want a specific bit to have its own assets. So that means we have to attach the specific bit that we need. We have to go to get bit, I mean get all bits here. Then we need this specific bit, and then we go back to S3 here. Then we just go and update this bit. As you can see, that is the ID. Then if I send this, we are going to get URLs, right? These URLs are going to be pre-signed URLs. That means our server already gave it permission to access S3 bucket. So now let's just go ahead and copy this audio upload URL, and then we go to audio section here. And then now we, as you can see, we have a bit already here. This is now the actual bytes, the raw bytes. This is the actual raw bytes. We are just going to replace this and save. Now notice what's going to happen after we save. Good, we have that. If you come here to params, everything is already here, structured as the way as AWS S3 wants. We have now this bit that is going to be our we have it here as MP3. We actually needed it to be WAV file. I know we're going to have some issues, but let's continue going. Let's go back to URLs. Let's grab the URL for the image. Let's go back to image. And as you can see, we have lead code JPEG. We are just going to select another file of our choice. Let's replace this and save this. Okay, let's grab now any other file from our machine, right? I just chose this lead code PNG, whatever, because it's just, very easy or very close to me. Okay, and then here, let's just grab any web file. I don't think I have any web file just in my computer. Oh, God. So that is going to allow us to test if our constraints are working, right? Let's just use this MP3 that's here, and let's try to upload this audio to our S3 bucket, see what's going to happen. Yeah, we have an issue forbidden, right? The signature we calculated does not match the signature you provided. So that means we actually needed a WAV file, but we provided MP3 file. So we are going to have issues. We are going to have issues, but for the image, it's going to go through. Let's try to send the image, and let's see what's going to happen. Oh, okay. We now still have issues. Why? Why do you still have issues with S3 bucket? I don't know why. God, why do we have an issue? All right, let's see. Let's see one more time. We need to copy this. What's going on here? Okay, copy. Are we really copying the actual? I mean, are we copying the actual stuff? This is the pre-signed URL. All right, let's copy this. Go to audio. Let's remove everything that's here. And let's replace it with this. Save that. Okay. And let's go back to audio. I mean, image. Let me go and grab its. Copy this from here up to somewhere here. Okay. Let's try to upload this image one more time. I don't know why this is failing, but if it is, then we are going to have a problem today. Image. Yeah, we have a problem. I don't know why we have an issue there. Oh, okay. Let's check. Let's first refresh this. All right, let's go and check how our S3 bucket is being implemented. Let's go to bit asset, not auth controller. Close all tabs, and let's open the bit asset. Bit asset. Close this off. Services. Yep, bit asset. Let's check what's really going on. Okay, so what's really going on here is that first we are checking if we have a bit, right? Now we're also checking if the current user is logged in, or else we are going to say, yo, you don't have permission to upload to this S3 bucket. That's interesting. And here we're also checking, right, if the audio file provided doesn't end with .wav, then only WAV files are allowed. And the same applies for JPEG images. And then finally, we're having the audio response, which talks to the file storage service, and then it generates the pre-signed URL. It uses the generate pre-signed URL service to get to provide the audio, which is this dto.audio file name, and we are storing them within this folder, and the bit ID together with this content type. So I do not understand why we are not allowed to upload to S3 bucket. What's really going on? Yeah. So I'm gonna save you guys time by actually copying this and then just going to AI to ask what's really going on. So we do not have to do so much debugging. This is not a debugging session. If you want to know how to debug, you build your application and then debug it yourself. But for me, I'm playing smart, okay? I want to move quickly. So let's go not here, not here, not here, not okay, let's just open a new chat. Close this off. Paste this. We are going to have that, and I'm just going to grab this as well, and I'm paste this here. Now we are going to first make sure this is also doing the same thing. Oh God. Okay, let's copy this as well, and then see what AI is going to come up with. If it is what I'm thinking about, then it could be something to do with us introducing audio WAV files, right? Because before, when it was just without the content type, it was fine. But as soon as I added the content type, we got issues. So let's see what's happening. Searching the web. It's not identical to what is used to create the present URLs. From your error payload, the smoking gun is here. For the WAV upload file, yes. Oh, okay. But you're uploading. If your client says any signature, different content type omits, the signature breaks because your present includes this with content type. So content type is part of the signature. You pasted an AWS key ID, treat it as compromised. It's not really compromised, but I calm down. So let's see what's going on here. We need to add the content type as well. File.type. Don't use form data for present put. We are actually using Postman. We are using Postman. So let's see what's going on here. Postman changes the likely failure. You present your requires content type header, and Postman is either sending no content type or sending different content type than what you. Okay, so let's look at what's happening. Postman is just allowing us to send the actual binary. How about the content type? Where do we add the content type? Within the headers? Okay, sending a different content type than you designed for. Okay, let's say I'm actually using binary upload on Postman. Okay, let's first make sure we are okay. All right, brothers, just stay with me. Calm down, relax. Then your mismatch is almost certainly the content type header not matching what they present URLs. Your stream shows this and that. So let's go ahead and grab this. I told you guys the issue could be the content type, right? As soon as I added the content type, we got issues. So I think now we know where the culprit is. Let's see what AI is going to do about this. Your pre-signed inputs are wrong versus what S3 says is signing. The postman will never match consistent until you fix these two lines. Images, select everything. Okay, this should be JPEG. That is correct. What? Why did I add select everything? Am I stupid? Look at this, bro. Look at the bug, bro. JPEG. I think it's like that. Okay, it could be JPEG. We said it can either, if it ends with JPEG or ends with JPG, then it's still going to be JPEG, right? That's the reason why I put image and everything else. I think that's why. But nonetheless, let's continue seeing what AI is saying. Fix this. Images slash JPEG, that's good. And then your audio content must match exactly what gets signed. WAV file. So we need to look for WAV file. If we go back now here and let's go back to Postman, then let's try to get this image. Since it's not yet 15 minutes yet, it's going to allow us to put this image. Nope. Why? Let me take this down and restart it again from scratch. Restart the entire flow. We have JPEG, I think. Yep. Let's get it. Boys, this is like real life coding, bro. I don't know if you guys get this dopamine hit from like coding, bro. Some people don't like to code, but me, I just get this dopamine when I'm coding, bro. You feel what I'm saying? All right, let's register a new producer again, because if we go ahead and just try to generate URLs right now, we are going to get no beat found. And if we try to create a beat right now without a producer, we are going to get no user found. So they are actually tightly coupled, which is what we want. All right, we're going to go ahead and register a new user with the role of producer. That's very important. Okay, we have a new user with the role producer. Let's go to create beat. Hold on. Oh, we do not have a logged in user. We have a user created but not logged in. So we're going to log in a user, and before you know it, we have we can now create a beat. And now let's just grab this beat ID so that we can attach it to S3 upload. Let's go to S3 to get the pre-signed URLs. Let's just come back here and then replace this UUID. Then we send this. As you can see, we have pre-signed URLs. Let's copy this. This is actually for audio. Let's go ahead and grab this and remove, add that. And the same applies to the image. We actually need to go back to S3 here and then grab the audio URL, go back here, remove everything, press that. And I think that is it. For this one, it's going to work. JPEG or JPG is still fine. Let's send that. Boom! We have an image uploaded to S3 bucket. That is cool, all right? Remaining the audio. If I just send this, we're going to have a problem, right? Because obviously this is mp.mp3, and we said, hey, this should end with .wav file, not .mp3. So we're going to have some issues. I do not have a WAV file currently. So the only way to create a WAV file, oh God, will I be able to find that? Do we have music here? I think we have music. Lord. No, bro. What? How can I get a WAV file? I think I can get a WAV file by going to my BeatStars, and then I can grab my WAV file. Yes, I can get my WAV file somewhere here. Let me log in. God. But anyways, let me show you guys. If I refresh this S3 bucket, we're going to get an image, right? Let's refresh this S3 bucket. See beats, boom. We have the image that we it's there. All right, so this is the image. This is the actual image. What's the name? I think it should be having the name lead code something somewhere. Oh no, we called it doc.jpg images and then random UUID doc.jpg. Why do we have doc code? Hold on. Why do we have doc? What did we do here? Let's say, okay, this We have the folder, which is bits, and then we have the bit ID, the actual ID, which is a UUID, and then slash images, and then the content type of the bit, right? That's going to be the last one. Okay. So that's basically how S3 is storing it right now, which is this one. Dirty bucket slash bits, UUID, that is the bit ID, and then the images. No, this is not the UUID. This actually, yeah, this is the UUID randomly generated. And then we have, I mean, this is actually the S3 key, right? This is the S3 key. And then this is the images, the UUID, and then .jpeg is the last one. So let's look at what we had. Oh God. Okay, that's all. Can I get the audio? How can I log in? Boys, I want us to test the entire flow of S3 bucket first so that we can go ahead and oh Lord, we have again to deal with this. God. There's nothing I hate more than having to deal with all of this. Gmail. Okay. I think they sent me this OpenID thing. This should be in my spam folder. It's not in the spam. I do not know where that shit is. Let's go here and then we go to spam folder. Bro. Alright, so it's 33806. Damn. That's so unnecessary, bro. Let's see what's really happening. Okay. This is the current platform that I'm using to sell my beats, brothers. This is the actual platform that I'm currently using. You know, I do not want to keep paying these people this money, bro. I want to build my own platform. Feel me? All right, let's go. I think we can go here to the studio. Oh God. Oh God. All right, let's go to what I think we can go to my content file storage. We can go to maybe tracks, or maybe or not videos. What the hell? I think sound kits would make more sense. And then we can just download one of these ones. We could just download this one, Grim Drum Kit. Sure. Okay, show on marketplace so that I can just click it. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and download this for free. Download. Okay, so that is fine. Now I wanted to show you guys something, bro. I could not find like a WAV file in my computer currently because I do not have the music platform currently, but I have this here. So this should be able to give us a WAV file. All right, interesting. So most of these ones I think are WAV files, if I'm not mistaken. Let's look at this. Some MIDI, snares, low piano. Yep, we have a WAV file. So as you can see, so that's a WAV file right there. Mm, boys, go ahead and like the live, my brothers. You feel me? Okay, so we have that. Let's go back here and can we just drag and drop it? Can we be able to do that? Yeah, okay. No, we cannot. So we have to check the downloads. Go to downloads, 11 labs, and then low piano. Where is L? Bro, where is low piano? It's here. Where's the path? Okay, Grim drum kit, and then yeah. Okay, let's check this. Grim drum kit with G. Yep, and we are gonna go to pianos, low piano. Yep. Okay, let's grab that. As you can see, we have a wave file. If we send this, forbidden, yeah, because the S3 URL is expired. God, was really good. Okay, let's just get the URL again. Let's get another URL. Okay, this time the URL has changed. Let's copy that for the audio. And let's paste this here, paste it, and let's send it now. Forbidden again. Why, bro? Ah, God, I'm still facing the same issue. See, let's go back here. Okay, .wave file for some reason is not taking what we need. So let's just copy this and say this is the wave file. So this is the wave file, but still forbidden. Okay, let's see. The valid ones are typically audio/wave, audio/xwave, because you're presigned. If the put includes exactly the content type audio/wave, Postman always suddenly sends something else, often audio/wave or application. So the signature breaks. Fastest match the exact signed header in. Oh, all right. I think we need to check the actual headers, and we need to make sure we have audio. Can we have audio here? Nope. Let's see what's hidden. Oh, content type audio/wave with E. Okay, so Postman uses audio/wave. So I think that is going to be the difference. Wait, isn't audio/wave different from audio/wave? Are they not different? Yes. So we need, if your present URL was created with wave, the signature will not match. So when you use binary upload, Postman sometimes auto detects the meme type and sets audio/wave, even if you intended the wave. So if you signed with this, your header manually delete the existing. Which one is best? Which one is better? Audio/wave, audio/wave, or/wave. Since it's wave file, most music, most DAWs output. Let's see what's happening. The correct widely accepted meme type is /wave. Some tools admit it, but it's not widely expected. So we are gonna stick with this. So let's just go to body. authorization header. What if I add my own, right? I think I can add my own key. It's going to be content type, content type, and I'm going to accept audio/wave. Audio/wave. So I might as well just delete this one. So this will override what we already have here. Nice. This is nice. But since we're only dealing with I think we should just leave that and then just change what we are sending from our. I think it's just cheaper to change this content type like this. Since okay. I think it's cheaper to change it like this, right? Than to go ahead and do all this extra stuff. So I'm going to delete this for now. Let me delete these ones and just leave these hidden ones. Let's go back to audio, send, go back to body. And this time let's try to send again. See. Oh, the signature that was used to sign this S3 key. Let's just get another key again to get a proper signature. Bit not found. Oh, Lord. What's not happening? Let's restart this. God. So I'm gonna go to let me go ahead and just remove all this. Okay. Let me go to S3. S3 and first I'm gonna delete that. And I'm gonna go to data bucket here. And I'll just delete this. Okay, delete. Delete. Okay, let's go back again. Close this. Buckets. Then we can go inside data bucket. Now we have nothing. That's good. So we can just start the entire flow again from scratch. Let's go back here to register. We register a user. That is going to be that. We log in that user. And then we create a bit using that logged in user. Let's just go ahead and grab this entire bit. And then go to S3 to get the URLs here. Let's send. Okay, now let's use this URL to upload audio files. Let's save that. And then let's go to image. Matter of fact, to URLs again. Copy this. This is for the image. And then let's remove that. Paste this here. And now let's try to upload the audio one more time. Yo, Jesus. Said it. Jesus. We are good, boys. Let's refresh this. Yes, we've done it, boys. We've done it. We can now have our image here. You can see we have our WAV file and we have our, yep. So now that we have them in S3, we need an endpoint to let us know of the completion of the uploads, right? That is all. So currently our application is not aware of, whether we have uploaded them or not to a S3 bucket. So we are good to go now and start working on the completion endpoint. And then from there, we can start the audio processing, right? So you guys get the point. This is like some real-ass application, you feel me? So today, let me just push everything to Git for now. Say git add Todd, and let's check. I don't know what the commit we're going to use. but we can just say, oh God, I always find it hard to create a commit message. I don't know. I think the feature is that bid asset upload to S3 bucket. Yeah, I think that's what we worked on. Bid asset upload to S3 bucket. Let's get that, and then git push that, and yep. There you go. We have our changes in git. I don't know what else we need to do, so we are done with like at least halfway of what we need today. Let me check out GitHub. Make sure we have everything that we need. Okay, bro. So the entire 3 days, bro, since first March, I didn't want to skip a day, but I ended up skipping because I'm lazy, bro. That's not good. Okay, let's check out our private server. Where's the feature? We have a feature, upload to S3 bucket. Good. So we're going good. We're going good, brothers. We're going good. I'm going to remove this and continue grinding now. So now we have completed this entire flow, right? We are now left with getting the endpoint to let us know of the completion of the upload to S3 bucket. That is all we need to take care of, right? So let's go back here and understand how we are doing that. So we have S3 bucket here, file storage, that's fine. Bit asset. Now within the controller, that's what we are going to be interested in. Let me close everything that's within here. Open source, main, Java controllers, and then all bit asset controller. Good. So this is the finalize endpoint that is going to wait. It's going to tell us if the upload is complete. Now let's look at this service. Let's open this service. Wait, we do not have that service. How? Bit asset. Let's check. Okay, bit asset service is already there. So let me open them side by side. All right, so we have the bit asset service here, and then this is the transactional operation that we need, right? We're gonna need we need to check first for the existence of that bit asset, and then we need to now check if the status is pending, then upload already finalized or processing. But why would we look at the processing when we haven't gotten the endpoint yet to let us know that the bit has been uploaded? That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem because I want this entire thing here to be handled by how do I call it, by RabbitMQ. So let's first take this to ChatGPT to help us think of the best way to approach this problem. So currently we have this, and then the controller is here. I'm going to say can I just talk? Allow. All right, so I am actually interested in sending. Oh, no. Hold on. Let me cancel this. Okay, then I need to transcribe that. All right. Okay, so currently my bits are already in a S3 bucket, but I just wanted to get an endpoint that will allow us to make sure that will actually tell us that our bit is complete. I mean, our bit asset upload is already complete, and now we have the bits assets in the S3 bucket, and we can offload the process of processing the audio to radio RabbitMQ. Oh my God, the RabbitMQ. What am I talking about? To RabbitMQ, and then we can spin up a RabbitMQ worker that will have FFmpeg process FFmpeg that will be able to process the audio. But for now, let's first just get the endpoint that is going to tell us of the existence of our bits in S3 bucket. So basically, it's just going to be like a webhook or whatsoever that you're gonna come up with. Just let's brainstorm together. All right, let's see. Bro, I don't know why I ramble a lot when I'm talking to ChatGPT, bro. Let's just send it and see what's up. You want a mock upload complete endpoint, but you do not want to trust the client, so the endpoint should verify objects exist in S3. Head not get. Verify size is greater than 0 and optionally content type extension. Atomically move bit asset dot status from pending to uploaded or ready for processing. So that's what we're going to do for sure. Publish a job to RabbitMQ later. You can substitute that for now. I mean, we can ignore that for now. Also, stop using audio.wav long term. Prefer audio.wav or don't sign content type, but that's a separate from the completion endpoint. All right, man. This is what this is, I don't know. This is just how Postman uses it. But our front end, we shall use audio.wav. All right. For now, that's none of our problem. We already know how to fix this. So propose state machine. So add statuses for all reuse URLs. Pending is equals to present URLs issued. Okay. Upload not confirmed. And then uploaded S3 objects exist and look sane. Processing work has started, ready, process outputs exist, and then failed processing, failed missing files. So that is our state machine. And I think we already have those states, right? If I'm not mistaken, if we go to enums and then we go to status, this shouldn't be status like this. I don't know, but it's fine. We have pending processing done. This should be completed. Completed and failed, right? So that's all we're going to do. Process or completed already and then failed. All right, let's look. We're processing completed and failed. All right. The next thing we need to take care of an endpoint. Option A, simple client calls verify and finalize. Okay, assets dot slash verify. Server checks ownership, looks at bit asset by bit ID, head audio key plus image key in S3. If both exist, set status uploaded and return 200 with status code metadata. I think that is the best way to do it, right? So we're going to have asset verification response. You're going to get Boolean, audio exists, audio size, image exists, image size plus the status. Yo, Princesca. I am streaming. Talk to me. Talk to Papa. Sorry, I just want to say I'm going to school. Yes, yes, my baby girl. No problem. See you later. Okay, love you. Do your best in your exams, okay? I'm rooting for you. My chat, they're rooting for you. Period. All right, later, baby girl. Later. Love you, baby. Love you, baby. All right, let's get it. Mm, 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 mm. All right, let's see what's going on. So we have asset verification response. What else should we take care of, my brothers? Implementation sketch, add a controller that is just going to check for the existence of the bit, and then we're going to have bit asset.verify upload, bit ID, and then the service keys is that use find by find bit ID. Your finalize upload currently uses find by ID, which is likely wrong. Find by bit ID. Find by bit ID. Do S3 head for both keys. Treat 4 is not uploaded yet. So we're going to get this find by ID to get the bit ID. And then the current user. Okay, we'll need to make sure this you don't have permission to verify this bit. So we're going to first make sure we have a logged in user. And then bit asset dot find by bit ID, then pass in the bit ID. Where is the bit ID? Isn't it this same one? Huh? All right. we are now going to verify audio head, verify, okay. So here we are treating 404 as not uploaded yet. I think that's the concept here. All right, let's say file sorry the head object and asset.get audio. Okay. Returns optional. Asset.get image S3 key. It also returns optional. And then boolean exists. Audio head dot is present. And then this is also is present. And then the sizes. Okay. Audio head dot map h dot content length or else return 0. Why is it a long? Why is it of type long? I don't know why, but it's okay. Or else we just return O of type long. Also this the same. Okay, sanity check. Audio exists and audio size is equals to 0, then audio exists is false. If image exists and image size is equals to 0, then return false. If audio exists and image exists, then if asset.get status is status.pending, asset.set status to uploaded. Add this to the enum. Okay, we have that. Or else we just save the bit, right? This is actually nice, bro. And then we can return asset verification response. We can return audio exists, audio size, and then image exists, image size, and then what else? Asset.get status. We return the status of the asset. And then that is all. Damn. God, this is nice, bro. This is actually nice. It's like real programming work, bro. I wouldn't be able to put this in place. So we are going to go ahead and do all this. I think we have to start with wait, bit v1 bits bit ID, and then we're going to have assets, and then verify. What do we have here? Bit ID, assets, and then here we're gonna have assets and finalize. So we're just gonna have verify. But we need to actually verify that they exist, right? Verify and finalize. Verify. We could call it finalize. Asset verification response. So we need to also take care of that. And then finalize upload. Nope. We are gonna say verify upload, right? Just gonna say verify. Verify upload. And I think this is fine. So rather than taking void, we need to go ahead and create this DTO, which is going to be asset verification. It's going to say call this bit asset. Bit asset dot asset verification response. Okay, verification response. This is actually going to be a record. Let's leave it as a record. And then we are going to have first two boolean, right? Boolean for audio exists. And then audio size, right? If the audio exists, then we're going to have audio size, which is going to be of type long, audio size. Yep, I think that is it. We have audio size, the same applies here. Boolean image exists, and then image size, and then the status as well. So, Boolean image exists. This is gonna be image size. Okay, and then we can just return the status, right? Status. Yep, that's gonna be our status actually. Status. Good. Yeah, boys. So we are going to go ahead and use this asset verification response as our, instead of void, we are just going to say asset verification response. That's what we are creating. Okay, asset verification response. Then we need to have verify upload, UUID. Let's go back here. Copy this verify upload, bring this down here, and we change this to asset verification response. And then I think we are good now. Dot verify upload. All right. So for this is good. Why is it accepted? Why is it accepted? Supposed to be dot okay, bro. Hmm. What's not happening? Let me stop that for now. I'm gonna go back here and delete this entire. Let me delete this. Why is it stopping like this, bro? So somebody will make it home. I'll be on my own. You'll make it home. Yep. Okay. Now let's check verify upload. The return is never used. We are going to use it. Calm down. We are going to use it. So first off, we are checking for the existence of that bit, or else we throw asset not found for this bit. Are we first checking? I think we are first checking for the exact bit itself. Right? If we check here, we are actually checking first for the exact bit. Bit not found. We need to make sure we have the bit, and then we check for the current logged in user. Then we check for the asset, and then if we are sure that asset exists, then we can check for all of this. All right. So I think that should make sense. We're gonna say return. Let's just say asset verification response. As response is equals to that, and then we can have this dot okay, and we'll pass in the response. All right, that's interesting. Now let's come back here, and we're going to have to return this. Let's remove that. Add the missing return. So now we are returning null for now, right? But later we're just going to return this asset response, all of it. So now let's check first for the existence of the bit. We're going to say bit is equals to bit repository dot find by bit ID. I mean find by ID first, and then we can pass in the bit ID dot this or else throw, and then we just throw this throw this new resource not found, bit not found. Okay, that is cool. I think we can break this down like this. Like this. That's fine. So bit not found, and then we're going to come back and say bit user first, right? user current user is equals to auth service dot get current user, and then pass that is going to be our current user. Then we check if we do not have bit, if bit dot get producer dot get ID, it doesn't equal to the current user dot ID, then we are going to say you are not allowed, you do not have permission to verify the existence of of the uploaded bit. All right, so I think we are good to go. And the next thing we need to do is to also check for the existence of the bit asset. So rather than having this here, we are going to say bit asset as asset is equals to bit asset repository dot find by bit ID, find by bit ID, and then we pass in the bit ID, or else we throw an error. Bit ID, or else we throw an exception, right? Of I think this exception will be new resource not found, and then bit asset not found, right? Bit asset not found. Okay, so now that we have that, we have the bit asset, and we have the actual set itself. Let's see what next. This is where we are going to start verifying now. Okay, we need to verify audio head and image head. We get everything from file storage.head object asset.get audio, okay, and then image, okay, and then from there we set this exists equals to audio dot is present, and then the sizes. Sanity check, we make sure they are both greater than 0. I mean, if they are both greater than 0, yep. And then if the both of them exist, then we need to set the status. First, check for the status. If the status equals to pending, then set the status to pending. So I think we can look for a simpler way of doing this, right? If asset.get status is equals to pending, then asset.set status to uploaded. Oh yeah, okay, fine. We're going to have uploaded all completed, right? We're going to have uploaded all completed. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Why are we having two different assets, right? I mean, statuses. This status is for, okay, we have the we have this status, which is pending processing and failed. Okay, this should be for the job. What about the beta set itself? What about the beta set itself, right? So we are going to have to put this to something like S3 status. I think S3 status. And then the job will have its own status. Let's look at models. Bit asset. Okay, we're going to have this status. Oh God. Oh my God. So, wait. As if we have to different entities with two different states. Easy. For the job later, we shall need its and also S3 lose its or keep them like this. Then add to the status. Okay, let's see how it goes. You can keep it in one place, but only if the status is explicitly a pipeline. Upload processing ready. Do not try to represent S3 existence and the FFmpeg job cycle as two independent state machines inside one enum unless you are okay with the state explosion later. No, 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 no. Two enums. So this we're gonna have upload status and processing status, and then this is gonna be not queued, processing ready, failed, and then we're gonna have pending, uploaded, missing, failed. Okay, that should be it. And then we're going to have these two. Good. I think that is all, my boys. That's all we have to worry about today. Let me change the status to processing status. It's going to be upload status. Upload status, we're going to have pending, uploaded. Yep, we're going to have pending, uploaded, missing, and failed. Or we can have it as uploading, right? Uploaded, missing, and failed. Okay, I think that is fine. We have upload status, and we're also going to have processing status. So I'm going to rename this to processing status. Also here, yes. So I have renamed almost everywhere where we needed this. We have this to processing status, and then we can just keep it. Can we just use here by default processing as pending? Now, what's going on here? Just keep the default for all of them as I think. Yo, hi, Akash, what's up, bro? Is that Akash? Akash, okay. How are you doing? So we're gonna just come here and say processing status by default is pending. And we can just keep it like this. I think that will make more sense. Let's see what's going on. Yes, you can set a default, but do it in a way that's guaranteed across new bit in Java. Java is starts created outside your app. Migration script cases where someone else passes null. Works when you construct a new entity in Java, new bit, as long as you do not override it with null later. So I think that's fine. All going great, bro. Hey, thank you. How is India, bro? How's India? I know Akash is an Indian name, right? One more modeling point. Right now you have processing status. If you need S3 upload verified, do not overload processing status either. Wait, keep a boolean like uploaded or uploaded at minimum. We need to add that as well. Uploaded, then uploaded means S3 exists. Processing job cycle. No. Wait, this is the asset. Are we really going to need processing on the asset? Yeah, that's true. We're going to need processing as that, and we are also going to take another one, which is going to be this. We don't care about the. Let's grab this and say upload status, and just going to say upload status. Okay, this could be processing. Okay, yep. By default, not processing again. Uploading should be pending as well. Is this microservices? Not really microservices, but it is kind of a scalable monolith, right? A scalable monolith. If you see here, we are going to need RabbitMQ microservice here. Later, if we want to scale, then we can break more services into microservices. But for now, we are just using a modular monolith, right? We're just introducing RabbitMQ, which is a queuing system that will help us. So I think I'm just a little confused somewhere here. That's why. But let's go back here. So here we have pending. All right, by default, upload status is pending while processing is still. This should be before processing. So we first make sure we have uploaded, and then processing we can do it later. So I'm gonna copy this processing status and then check with my teacher and then go back here and check with my teacher as well. Cool. So we can have our service right here. Literally, we can first have var head audio head is equals to not asset.get key, but audio service, not all service. We have file storage service dot not generate generate present URLs. Nope. So this is all related to website development. Yeah, it is. It is actually. It is related to website development. But this is not like website. This is actual web application. A digital has an asset. If that's your intent, this should be one-to-one. A digital has one asset. One asset. One to many. Fetch lazy optional. Oh wait, why do we have many to one? It's actually supposed to be one to one. One bit has one asset row. If that's your intent, it should be one to one relationship. What relationship do we have? Am I okay in the brain? Why is it many to one? Okay, many bit assets. Like one bit can have many bit assets, isn't it? Or we can just call it one to one. One to one relationship optional, and that's it. All right, let's go back to our bit service and make sure we have this. Where is he getting the head from? Oh, God, that was a nasty statement, bro. What the fuck? All right, head object. We don't have head object here. We don't have head object. What is head object? We don't have it in the file storage service. So let me go to file storage S3 file storage service. So yo, we do not have the head object here, and this is our bit service. So we talked about bit object. I mean, we don't have it in the file storage. Only generates present URL, put URL to verify upload. You need which checks whether an object exists without downloading it. This is done with S3 find.head object, not with the pre-signer. So we actually need to have this pre-signer. We need to add final S3 client. So if we were to follow the principles of SRP, that means we don't have to do anything here in this file, right? Every class should have only one reason to change. So here this class is for file storage, and I think checking for the existence of those of the bits is still under file storage. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Checks if the object exists and returns metadata. So public head object response, head object text the string key and then try head object request is equals to head object dot builder and then dot build, then returns h3 dot head object within the request catch. We don't really want to do try catch here, really. You don't want to do all of this. And we just return this. So that's all we want to take care of. Without anything other than that, we're not gonna worry. Head object request is equals to head object request dot builder, then bucket, and then give us the key and then dot build. So I think that is all. Let's just try to create it. We're gonna have what's going on here? Head object response. And what are we getting from the head object? Oh my goodness. So we are actually getting asset verification response. Damn. Let's try to do just that. Head object response. Now, what are we going to get from the head object response? We need to get two things, right? Head object request, head object response, head object. Okay. Now, what will be the DTO of the head object response? You should not expose head object directly in your API layer. So we're gonna have this metadata DTO boolean exists, but isn't it what we already have here? Isn't it this? Isn't it this? Exists, 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 exists. All right, so I think that is clean. That is fine, then we can use it there. All right, now here we can go ahead and use this public. Matter of fact, we need the S3 client here. Let's look at our config, S3 config. We have the pre-signer. Now we need a bin for the client, public S3 client plus S3 client, and then we just return with the region, right? I think that is all we need to worry about. See what's going on here. Yep, so we are going to return the region s3.builder region and then .build. So that's all. We have the region .builder s3 client .builder .region, and then we'll build this. Okay. Bit ID audio UUID file dot much cleaner structure will be uuid.file uuid.this. So we need to change the file key to folder uuid and the original file name. Okay, folder uuid and then original file name. I think that's what we're gonna stick with. um, so we need to actually get rid of the folder or what? Folder. Oh God. Audios. Oh my Lord, what? Right now you generate keys like this. Now much cleaner will be bits and then bit ID, then audio and UUID. Okay. What's going on here? Resigned URL, we have original file name, folder, content type, so folder, random, and original file name. What's the problem there? Is this not the same? Let's see. So extension original file name dot substring, and then grab the original file name dot last index of this, and then we're going to have $$s slash $s $s folder. Okay, and then the extension. Now the extension, is it not coming from the content type? Okay, let's try to see. String extension is equals to the original file name dot substring. Grab the original file name dot last index of, and then here we're going to have, okay, without this, okay, something like this, and then we are going to have the folder random UID and extension. Folder random UID and extension. All right, so I think that is okay. God, what else do I need to do? All right, let's close this. We need to create this service. Public. I think this should be transactional, right? In case something fails. I don't know why it should be transactional, but it's cool. We are going to have asset verification response, verify, verify, and then we are going to take UUID, bit ID. Okay, really? I think yes. Yep, asset verification. Yep. We need to first check. No, this time we are actually. Let me see. What are we actually verifying? Verification response. Verify upload. Okay, then we can check for the existence of this bit. I have that already, right? Inside beta set. So that's not the point. The point here is that we need we need to create this head object response. We're going to get head object. This text is string key. This is going to be head object. Okay. And then head object request. Head object request as request is equals to head object request of builder. Then we build the bucket key, and then I think that's it. Here. Okay, this is going to be request is equals to head object request dot builder dot bucket. Is it not the same key? Dot what else? Oh Lord. bucket, the bucket, and then key, dot key, and then dot build. But where is the goddamn key itself? Um, Convenience helper. Most of the time, you only need existence, not the full metadata. Oh my god, I'm confused right now, bro. I don't know what AI just came up with. I'm currently complete, completely confused. We have this. Press this. You have the file storage, the config. We have these assets, and then we have this. S3 presigner is for pre-signed URLs. S3 client is for head get list. Your head method currently returns something wrong, which shouldn't return S3 metadata. So make it consistent with the presigner. Okay. Okay. S3 head results. Console. Okay, let's create a new S3 record. S3 head, S3 head result or response. Oh God, what else? We need to implement this within the file storage. Okay. So consider removing the content type. Mm-hmm. And then we catch the exception somewhere here. If the status code is 404, return new false, nil, null, null. Jeez. We have beta set doesn't have uploaded status yet. What are you talking about? Two small upgrades to make it actually enforce and production grade. One bit can have many bit assets, isn't it? Ah, God, one bit should have many bit assets. Oh, I'm not getting confused, boys. Credentials. You need to pass in the credentials. Credentials provider. Static provider.create. AWS basic credentials.create. That is fine. For the client. Close that off. Now this is S3 head response. And we're going to have a try catch. Try. Exception and another catch. Or else a throw. Catch this time is throwable. Good. So let's say here we need to get a head object request, response as response, and then we get this strict line dot head object request of builder dot build with the bucket and the key, and then build new. Okay, we pass through result dot content type, result dot content length content type, and then the e tag. Okay. Ah, jeez. Head object request. This is a response or request. I don't know. Where are we making the request from? Hey, object response. Response is equals to head object response dot builder dot bucket dot build bucket S3 client dot head object. Okay. response is equals to S3. Private. Private one S3 client. S3 client, what is it? Yep, S3 client. Then we can have it here. S3 client dot head object, and then we're going to find head request dot builder dot builder dot bucket dot key, passing the key dot build. Okay, that is fine. Return new result true. S3 true exists, that's true. Result dot content length, result dot content type, result dot e tag. Finally, no such key exception, and then we just return new this false nil null null. Return new S3 response, then false, false, 0. Yep. What else? Catch here is going to be just a regular exception. This time we're going to have S3 exception. Okay, S3 exception, and within the S3 exception, we are just going to throw if the status code is 404, return this, or else you just throw error. Okay, if status e dot source count is equals to 404, then we return this, or we just throw the exception. Is that it? Geez, this is crazy work today, bro. All right, now head object is fine. And where we're going to use the head object from? Mm, 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 mm. So we're going to have um, okay, we're going to have a file name, beats, beat ID, audio, and audio.wav. Okay. So we're going to have this dot head object asset dot okay. Asset dot get audio key and then var image head, the same applies. And then boolean exists, we check them, they should be greater. So boolean audio exists is equals to, we have to check audio head dot exists exists and audio head should be greater dot size is greater than 0. Boolean image. Okay. Yep. Finally, we just return this ones. Audio exists, size, image exists, size, and then the status. Yep. Asset dot set upload status to upload status dot uploaded. Yep. Or else we just return from here. Return verification, new verification, verification response. We need to return audio exists and then audio size. Are we returning the audio size here? Audio header size, okay. Audio, I mean image exists and then image head dot size. Ah, what's going on here? And then I think we're going to find asset dot, I think we can just keep it like this. Beat asset as asset uploaded status is equals to this. What's really going on? Dot get processing status. Uh, okay, let's see. Oh God, oh God, oh God, I'm confused, bro. So this is actually not response. This is actually result. Oh, Jesus. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Unused input. Uh, mm, mm. Upload status. Find architecture, client present URLs, uploads S3, verify, we get the head for image and this, and then upload status is equal to uploaded, publish a RabbitMQ, worker processing and completed. Oh, goodness. How about the DTO? Mm. Mhm. Okay, add this to the DTO. That is fine. Let's go back to the beta set and replace this. Yes, this is what we have to just add. You need to add this in the DTO. Upload status. Mm-hmm. Upload status is pending if you prefer. That means we can just remove missing from here. So pending, uploaded, and failed. That's all we need to worry about. Mm. Good. Mm, that is done. Wait, what's going on? If you allow re-uploads, do this. Get upload URLs. No. Mm, mm, so, so we can use close missing. Okay, and then getting URLs. Um, processing asset dot set upload status dot pending. All right, and then we are good. Oh God. There we go. Wow, crazy. To ship this verification flow. The code flow is correct. Now generate keys, upload, head, verify, get. Otherwise, a user can regenerate the keys mid job and you'll process the wrong file. Can't upload new assessment now. Can't upload new assets right now. All right, let's have a look at what's going on. Bit asset. I think we should just go with bits, bit ID, audio, plus image. I don't know which is better. We're just gonna stay with that. Oh God, what's going on? If asset dot get ID, this is get ID, snap equal to null, snap equal to null, and the asset status is equals to status don't throw but request processing in progress. Can't upload new assets right now. Okay. And asset dot gets processing status equals processing status dot processing throw But request. Processing in progress. Can't upload new assets right now. Processing. Okay. Is everything good now? Oh, yeah. This is a god. Oh my lord. Okay. Tell me, bro. This is bit asset. Asset is equals to bit asset repository dot find bit by ID or else throw bit asset not found. Bit asset not found. All right. I think that is it. I don't know what define asset defined in the scope. Oh, I already have it. So there's no point of defining this again. Asset. Okay, so we can have bit asset as equals to new bit asset. And then here we're just gonna say oh else. Oh, bit asset not found. What's going on here? Create on first upload. Okay. This is redundant. What else? Here. What else? Create new bit asset. Damn. So oh Lord, often. Oh Lord. But this stuff, this stuff. Are we correct now, bro? Okay. So we are now good to go, boys. Let's see. Get upload. Get upload URLs. So God. What else? What else? What else? What else? Pipeline is clean. Returns upload URLs. Find directory to S3. Post verify S3 with head. Wow. So we have all of this in place. Verify. Can we check the verify endpoint? Mm, bro. Okay. Let's check this out. Bits. Some of that to do. This is crazy IDE, bro. Oh my gosh. Good. Yo, Amir was good. Oh my god. Amir, bruh. You know what's funny, bruh? My girlfriend was using my phone on IG, and she's very funny. She looked at me and she's like, "Why are you following all these people? Blah 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 blah." She had just unfollowed every single person. Even she had followed you. I'm like, "What's wrong with this girl?" I told her Amir is a boy. She's like, "No, that name is for a girl." That was the funniest thing ever, bro. I was laughing yesterday, bro. I mean, was it yesterday or the other day? Something like that. How are you doing, brother? How is everything, man? Let me look at. I think we have everything that we need. Yeah, man. Uh, we don't have any issue. So let's run this one more time. Now, here's what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to go ahead and delete all the migrations. I'm going to delete all the migrations that we created, all these DB migrations, and then I'll let Spring create for us migrations. We're not gonna have DB somewhere here. That's fine. Uh, then okay, I'll go back here and say okay, instead of update the schema extension, create and destroy the previous. Okay, which one is better for the? Let me just ask a question, right? Should I use? How's India, man? Hey, by the way, how's your internship, man? Should I use grade or file? Let's see. Oh, so we can use create for the initial migration, and then after that we can just use the rest. India's great. That's awesome, brother. That is wonderful. The economy is going wonderful. The internship. Oh my God, bro. The fact that you just chilling in that internship and it's a paid internship, bro. What more do you want, brother? All right. Uh, okay. Let me try to run this. We're going to fail, obviously. Hmm. Hmm. Wait, why can't I see the migrations? Put this down. See. Okay, this, that. Initial migration. Yep, I'm gonna say init migration auth and bit assets, right? I'm just gonna say this is the our initial migration. Add. Yep. So this initial migration has our assets, bits, jobs, users, and assets as well. So let's first try to generate, see if we can generate this entire entity relationship from here, entity relationship diagram. Yes. So now, as you can see, we have this is the base entity. User is grabbing from this. All of them are actually grabbing from the base entity, which is nice. So we have email, role, and username. Here we have the persistence. Then we have the beat. That's the metadata. And then, okay, jobs, items, and all that. We have um, audio. Okay, something must be wrong, right? In the way we have this, we have job processing something. We're not supposed to have job. We have processing status and upload status. So that means I have to let me delete this entire initial migration. What's going on? What's really going on here? All right, let's just go to the bit entity for a second. Oh my God, boys, bro, we are having a great time, bro. Hey, man, Amir, bro, you don't know how I was depressed, bro. I was depressed for a while, brother. God, bro, life is not easy for real. Life is not easy. So I got my first like money from YouTube. It was good money. I'm not gonna lie, it was good money. But the entire time I was depressed, bro. I was depressed for like 2 months straight. I think 1 month or something. Life is hard, bro. But I'm good now. But just to think about it, bro, I was like, God, why am I going through this? Ah, bro, life was just, oh my God, you don't know. Life was hard as hell. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. I'm gonna remove this. Let's have a look at beta set, see how we are implementing that. Okay, we have this. So we can go back. What up, man? After a long time, that is play. Lend me money. Yeah, funny. You are funny, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't need this to for now reference ID. Why do we need reference ID? That's when we start working. We're gonna remove all these items. I just want the job to have private. We're gonna need status, so processing status, processing. We don't need default state really. Let's just keep it like this. And this is going to have column, null or false. And then here we're just going to have enumerated enum tag string. Bro, give me some advice, man. I'm learning JWT. Why were you depressed, bro? Yeah, I got money from YouTube, bro. If I was to tell you the first, like the amount, bro, you'll be surprised. YouTube is nice, bro. I want every single person of you guys to have YouTube channels. Document your day-to-day work, document your journey, bro. There's money in this shit. There is crazy money. You feel me? I made some good money for YouTube. So I'm telling you guys to lock in, all right? Bro, say give me some advice. I have learned JWT. Advice is just go and get it, bro. Start working on it. Are you encouraging me to continue? You should, bro. Oh my lord. Here's the thing. Let me not sound cocky, okay? This is my first check from YouTube. Let me show you. So I first got there. This is my first check from YouTube. I know you guys won't be able to see it properly, but this was insane money. You should for real. You should. Let me show you. I don't want to expose my bank account, right? Because some people are weird. But here's the thing. Hold on. Yeah, you see on the screen there? Can you see it on the screen? How do you guys can see my screen? Okay, I need to do it like this. Oh, it's supposed to be here. Look at that. Look at how much that is. That's crazy, right? Yeah, YouTube, bro, you just oh God, bro. You don't know. This is just so good, dog. You I think you could see, right? I should raise it up. You didn't see it. No way, bro. Hold on. Hold on. My boy said I should raise it up. Are you sure? Okay. You saw half of it. Okay. Let me zoom it so you can see. Mm. There, bro. You can I bet you can see. How is it half? It's not half, bro. Come on, dog. It's not half. It's not half. You can clearly see it, bro. Yeah, that's just from YouTube. And the funny part is, it is actually it's not like how do I call it, bro? It's actually more than that, right? But that's the one for like one single stuff. So this, bro, there's money on YouTube, bro. Trust me on this. It's a lot of money on YouTube. Oh, it's for half of the dig is okay. My boy said, bro, when you get a job, I am gonna be happy to feel like market value skill when you get job. I think with your skill you can get a job easily. Yeah, yeah, I can for it. I can. I'm just too lazy to apply for jobs, bro. I can't even lie to you. I'm just lazy. But yeah, I can get a job with the skill that I have now. It's nice for sure. Thank you for that. Processing status. Why do we need processing status on the beta set? Well, we're gonna need it on the job as well. Well, for the job is I'm not really gonna care about the job right now, so I'm going to remove this one. Once we reach the job, we shall get to it. So I'm just gonna take off all of these ones for now. Uh, all of these ones, I'm gonna take them off. Transaction, I'm gonna take it off. User is okay, we have it. So I'm just gonna let these assets. When you get a job, you should teach people like me. Started applying. Hey, are you telling me to start applying? Bro, I need to for real. I'm just too lazy, bro. I don't know why. I'm lazy, bro. I'm too lazy. But I really need to start applying for sure. Okay, now let's go ahead and generate flyway migration for this initial migration. Selected for. We're gonna say initial table. Save. Add this a git. And we are good to go now. So let me go ahead and generate the entity relationship diagram. Yes, so finally we have a clean entity relationship diagram. We have user, we have beat, and the beat asset. So these are all money does not see laziness. Somebody said money does not see laziness. Oh God, bro. You guys are the funniest, bro. I like you guys for sure. Okay, let's see what else we need to take care of. I think this is it for today's stuff. Let's go ahead and run this migration. We have this migration. Let's go add this to DB. Let's create DB. We're going to go ahead and say directory DB. And inside this DB, we're going to have migration. And then within the migration, we can just add this initial migration script. And finally, we can just go ahead and run this. Yeah, you need to go and learn for real. No problem, brother. We shall catch up anytime, anytime you pull up, we shall catch up. Feel me? Say Docker, compose done. Then let's run this again. Yes. Hey, we going crazy. I'm gonna tell you how we going crazy. Yep. Now let's see what else we are left with. We have that. I think we need to now just clean this up. All right, now let's start the entire flow until when we reach the upload status here. So we're going to start with creating a user, which is registering a new user. Let's register a new user, and then let's log in that user, and then let's go ahead and create a bit using what that user has given us, and then let's grab this entire bit ID in order to create the assets for that bit. That means we have to upload them to S3 bucket. So let's just go here. And instead of this, like this, it's supposed to be bit ID actually. Bit ID with this key. Let me correct where we find ID, we need to just be able to use it like that. So create bit. Okay, that is fine. Creating bit returns for us this ID. That's nice. Let's look at the patch here. We need to make sure it's bit ID like this, and then path parameter. This is this bit. Well, we can just save it as 1 for now, right? So we don't have to delete that bit that we are. Let's remove this, save it as 1. Go back here. Okay, so we're going to have that value, and then we send this bit. Let's create again, we are going to have another post endpoint that will duplicate this. This one will be uh, rather than get okay, this is get upload URLs. This is going to be verify. Verify existence, asset existence. Okay, we are going to verify the asset existence. So let's go ahead and try it as well. This is slash assets slash verify. Verify. This is going to be the endpoint we're going to hit. And if we go back to our S3, I mean not S3, but our application, let's check the controller. Let's close this up. Source, main, Java, controllers, and then the bit asset controller. We're going to have the bit ID slash assets and then slash assets. Oh, we could have just placed it here, slash assets, and then we just use slash verify rather than repeating ourselves here. I think that makes more sense. We're going to have slash assets. And this is also just going to be like this. It's going to be post endpoint. This is going to be post endpoint. Good. And then this is going to be slash verify. All right, that should make more sense. Okay. Start the server. All right, so let's restart us. Let's create a new user and let's log in a user. Then let's create a bit. Get pre-signed URLs. Okay. Good. So now we have these 2% URLs. Copy, and then first we need to hit this. I think verify, we don't really have to pass that, but we can. Okay, let's go ahead and first upload this audio. And then for the image, we'll go back to getting this. Copy, go back to image, press. Okay, then send that audio file to S3. Holy cow. Oh, yeah. We have a problem. I need to go ahead and correct it here within the authorization headers. This one, we need content type. Content type. This is going to be our audio slash wave. Okay. Audio slash wave. And let's try to send again. That's okay. And then let's send this image. That's also okay. Now let's verify the existence by using this same bit ID. First, let's try to check like this. We are gonna say bit not found, so let's add the bit itself, and then let's send. And good. Audio exists. Image exists. Uploaded status uploaded. Processing is pending. Now we are good to go for today, right? So I think today we are good to go. I'm just going to stop here for today. And that is going to be that. So let's say git add remaining bit commit. Oh. Another go today. So you can sign, you can push changes to git, and then tomorrow continue with Robert. Okay. Now that we know this exists. So mm, mm, okay. God, I'm happy, bro. Pipeline state diagram. So now we have client uploaded, S3 object stored, verify upload, status uploaded, processing status is pending. You are now here. So we are now here. Tomorrow, RabbitMQ uploaded, publish job to queue, worker starts, processing, FFmpeg completes and completed. Okay. confirms all the invariants of your upload system. Objects exist in S3. Objects are non-zero size. Your DB state matches reality. This means your architecture is working. Client present URL S3. Verify upload DB. Then tomorrow we can just continue from here. I think that's all, my boys. One subtle advantage because you had verification instead of trusting the client, you avoid partial uploads, failed uploads, client lying about completion, corrupted 0 byte files for pre-signed uploads. Verdict: you reached a stable milestone today. S3 pipeline, verification layer, DB state machine, endpoints. So tomorrow we're just going to do FFmpeg, plug into the existing processing status. So this response is exactly what the health is reaching the time. So what uh what do you say? How close are we to the results like MVP? Can we finish this by the end of March? Okay, let's go git commit. Let me see what they have. Okay, git commit. Mhm. Git commit. Git push. Good. So now we are done with today's work, boys. Mm, so let's see, let's check off the things that we've done today. Audio processing, implement S3 upload, done. We haven't configured this yet. Complete upload endpoint, worker, not yet, integrate, not yet, generate, not yet, upload, pre S3, not yet. Not yet. These ones are still. Okay. I think we have even the endpoint to publish. Metadata, it's there. Browse bit, endpoint is fine. Bit detail is also fine. Pagination is fine. Basic filtering, yeah, that is okay. Let's see. We are basically almost done, bro. Last question. Would you feel like .NET? Show me the front end. Which front end are you talking about, brother? I don't know which front end you're talking about. Okay, we have slash beats, and then that, there you go. That is the folder name, audios, and images. Good. Audios, we have that. Wave. Okay. Beats, images. All right. Just gonna go here, delete this entire object. Delete objects. Close. And empty bucket. Good. Not have it. I need it right now. Okay, let's check. Oh my goodness. DB migration. Yes, 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 yes. We have a lot of constraints here. So I think Sharon said yes. Finishing a episode by the end of March is realistic given where you are now. You've already solved one of the hard architecture pieces, the asset ingestion pipeline. S3, pre-sign, verify, state machine. That removes a lot of unknowns. Below is a practical breakdown of what remains for an MVP. Where you are now, major progress. You already have infrastructure. I have this already. That's what I already have. So I'm left with the pipeline readiness, which is ready for MV. I think I'm also done with this. That's a big chunk of backend complexity already done. Ready for RabbitMQ workers, FFmpeg processing stage planned. So what MVP actually needs, a real MVP for this type of platform is surprisingly small. Audio processing worker, RabbitMQ plus FFmpeg, estimated 1 to 2 days. Worker responsibilities, download wave from S3, generate pre-signed, generate preview, tagged MP3, normalize audio, export multiple formats. So that's it. Outputs will be the dot waveform.json. Okay. Pending processing completed. Marketplace will take us 2 days. Then licensing system will take us another 2 days. Checkout/payment might take us 2 days. All right. So I think we are good now. We are good. We are good. So this one is confusing. Related with the ones we have covered. What's next? Number of thoughts make my tracking easy and remark down on my using. Put aside more time. Long time. Oh God. No, you see, look at the madness. Look at the madness. It first started giving me markdown, and then all of a sudden another random text, and then markdown, and then another random text, markdown, another random stuff. Like, come on, bro. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. How is this hard to implement? Jeez. Oh Lord, look at this, bro. How is this ChatGPT just so dull, bro? I want everything to be in form of markdown, dog, and it's just giving me some dumb shit. Okay. God. uh, I wanna copy and press everything to Notion. Lord, it's okay, it's okay. I'll do it myself. It's okay. Introducing, no. So the actual version that you give me right now, you just tend to give me the entire code. I mean, the entire text just with code in between, text and code in between. So when I try to copy everything, it just only copies the ones that are inside the markdown file, and everything else is hard to copy. So just make sure everything is inside one big markdown file, so I can just copy and paste all of them at once, not every time one by one. Damn, is this something hard to achieve? Come on, bro. Like you could have just done these scenes. Dirty bucket, backend MVP tracker. Yep. So now we are done with this. Everything that's here. JWT done. Done. Next week we have to work on audio processing pipeline. Okay. Mhm. Okay. So what is left now? We are left with this. Configure RabbitMQ. That's what we're gonna do tomorrow. So I think that's gonna be it for today. Then the delivery, week 4 is going to be our delivery, our purchase delivery. So week 4 here is week 3 is publish. Okay, publishing and marketplace. We are still. All right, boys. So the first rule: a feature is not done unless it works end to end, survives server reset, handles failure cases, logs meaningful events, contains no temporary hacks. All right. Wow. I'm super proud of myself for this, right? Like the entire week has been clean. So week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. And that's it. That's gonna be it. I'm done with everything now. Thank you, ChatGPT, for your help. I will see you again tomorrow. Let me close all tabs. Close this. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, boys. It's been 3 hours now, so I'm done, bro.